Grand Awakening Goddesses and Awakened Gods. It's your goddess here, Goddess Life, the People's Goddess, giving insight and wisdom on spiritual technology and practical techniques for today's modern goddesses and awakened gods to manifest the desires of your heart, always keeping it sage and hood. I inspire you to master your power, to manifest your intentions with clarity. I am your favorite manifest enthusiast. And as we continue to elevate, my only obligation is to tell it straight. And a while ago, first of all, I know it's been a minute, and we're going to talk about that. I hope all is well with all of you, sincerely. A while ago, I had promised that I was always going to keep it transparent with you and let you know. That's the basis of my, what I'm doing here on my platform. I'm taking my personal spiritual experiences and sharing how I was able to derive divine inspiration from those and the lessons that I've learned, and I'm sharing that healing information with you. And it seems like I've gotten into the habit of checking in with you. Around this time every year, because this is the time when the holidays are upon us, and it can bring out the best and the worst in people. So perhaps you are needing an encouraging word, or maybe you're just wanting some confirmation, or maybe it was time for us to check it. So let me just start by saying, around the time of the eclipse season, right? I can safely say I had no idea what was in store for me this past eclipse season. I kind of went into it with a very vibrant and jovial spirit, attitude, really excited to see what the energies were going to bring about. So 4 weeks later, I'm recovered enough to come back and start talking again. So I feel like I've gone through some transformational experience energetically over the past 4 weeks or so. I feel like as soon as we had that solar eclipse, I experienced what we in tarot call a tower moment, whereas some personal truths that I had developed kind of were shattered, or at least challenged, right? Let's put it that way. On a particular spiritual journey that I feel like, or felt like, that I was on. So that honestly put me into a depressive state, right? And I've mentioned before that I do struggle with depression and anxiety off and on. And have always encouraged anyone who watches me that if they feel like they need professional mental health care, I encourage and support you in getting it. I'm all for mental health. So prior to this solar eclipse and lunar eclipse event season, I had scheduled myself to begin therapy. And it was just based on instinct, instinctually. I'm like, okay, so let me get this going, start getting some therapy, because as I said, I do have depressive events and anxiety. And so I'm so glad that I did it was so on time. So divine inspiration is going to give you an encouraging whisper to do something. And I was feeling good at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like at the time that I was scheduling that appointment, I was like, I'm okay. I'm feeling pretty good. But I have these bouts, right? So it was actually perfect timing. I'm so glad that I had scheduled that appointment at the time that I did, because I was in the midst of this like tower moment, and then my appointment came up. So it was cool. You know, that first session, I wasn't really sure like how I felt about the whole therapy process, or even my therapist as the ability to relate to me. But I've had another session since then, and I'm just going to stick to it and see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, I support the process and everything like that. I've just never been through it before, so I really don't know what to expect or how much of a change that I should expect. But anyway, I'm glad that I did that, because it's helping me gain some perspective, and it's also giving me an opportunity to be accountable, and as well as get some practical techniques on managing those times when I'm experiencing these depressions and anxiety. So that was a good escape hatch, a fail-safe that I had scheduled for myself unknowingly. So I'm gonna always invite you to follow your intuition, because it'll never fail you, your intuition, right? And when you are guided to take or action by divine inspiration, do it immediately. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about it. Just do it, right? So during this time, I was really in a trance, right? I was questioning like everything. I quit. I did. I quit Goddess Life. Like, I'm like, that's enough. You know, they've got enough videos or whatever. And I know I had these, like, not really expectations, but like hopes and aspirations of some things coming from this. And, you know, thus far, I am very satisfied with what I am doing. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all need support, right? And so I just kind of was like, am I really reaching anyone? Am I really helping? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I making any kind of a difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not like I still don't know. All I know is that my energy feels healed and feels so much better when I am connecting with you all, and when I am, you know, doing research or something for a topic, so that I can share it with you, or even, you know, throw in the cards. I kind of pulled back from that too. Kind of got a real cynical attitude because of this tower moment that I experienced. This abrupt shock of news that I had received that was in contrast to what I thought was going to happen, right? And I'm really still not 100% sure about the details of this event that, you know, was a tower moment for me, but whatever, right? I'm managing that aspect of it. And at the end of the day, like, until I see some definitive actions in the 3D physical experience, then really there's nothing for me to even do, contemplate, wait for, or any of the like. So I am resolved to just keep moving forward and keep, you know, being divinely led and being divinely obedient to what I know that I'm called to do. So I'm not quitting. I quit temporarily, and I think that happens for a lot of people, especially when, you know, they're involved in something that has so many energies attached to it. So yeah, so it happens, right? So I just want you to be encouraged that even if you stop, you can start again. Even if it's been a long time, you can pick back up. I feel like sometimes we're sat down and to observe for a while. It's so we can get the feel for the game, you know what I'm saying? So we can kind of restructure, reconfigure our roles in the play, you know what I'm saying? So I took a lot of I took some inspiration from that, you know, and I'm running out of time a little bit. I'm just going to figure out how to do this later, because this is really important. I don't want to shorten the message. I want to get this all out for you and for me. And so that's not necessarily a bad thing sometimes to quit. As long as you know, like Kirk Franklin said, get back up again, right? We fall down and we get up and we can get back up again. I think that that's a really good message no matter how you feel about, that type of music or even that artist. I feel like the message is so apropos as when you're trying to do something that you've never done before, when you're trying to make something out of nothing, it gets rough sometimes. And so I want to be truthful about my journey. I struggle. Sometimes I do, right? Whether or not, if I'm even taking my time to do the right thing or should I be doing something else. So at this point, I wanted to get back on the thing. And I feel like, it does a lot for my own spiritual health. And I hope it's doing something for your spiritual health, because I feel like that there's like quads, like there's emotional health, physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. And if I can assist you in your spiritual health while you're getting assistance in those other arenas from elsewhere, you know what I'm saying, then I feel like that I am on task. I am doing what I'm called to do. And that's satisfaction enough. If it's just one person that I help or encourage or inspire, then I am on task. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's kind of just being really like, that's the role of gratitude, right? Just being grateful for even having the guts to even turn on a camera and say anything. It's not that easy all the time, and especially when you have mental health issues, you get a lot of thoughts and emotions that can clutter, the way that you're seeing things, right? And so that's why I feel like spiritual health does not take the place of mental health. Mental health does not take the place of physical health. Physical health does not take the place of emotional health. All four of these things should be balanced, and all four of these things should be held in high priority and healed when need be, as needed, and like I said, with high priority. I've also been having a lot of appointments and meetings, getting my youngest son the resources and the help and the assistance that he needs. You might know that my 6-year-old is autistic with ADHD. And so just having recently moved here where we are, there was a lot that needed to be done to get him where he needs to be. And so I'm happy to report that he is really progressing, that his languaging is increasing, that he's adjusting very well to the new nuances that he's experiencing. And so it is my role to be as supportive, of course, to my children, first, as much as I need to be, and that was also a time during the last, few weeks, things were picking up for us, for him. And so I really needed to be present and, all those things. So that was also going on as well. So it was just kind of a time where I had to readjust my focus on other things. I had to deal with myself and my own spirituality so that I can make sure that I am always, hearing from the divine, and that I am on task, and that I am divinely inspired, and following my intuition. So like again, I said, sometimes we get sat down and that's necessary, like to do. And I think, okay, so here's another thing. I'm going to stop making promises about what I'm fixing to do, because I don't really know. This journey has been really unpredictable for me. And I feel like life for me is really pretty unpredictable as it is, you know what I'm saying? So, I have a lot of spontaneity in my life experiences and my energy. So listen, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to come on whenever I can. I'm not going to allow any deterrences or any, low vibrational energies like unconfidence or insecurities, beat me, right? If it takes me some time to get myself together, then I will take that time to get myself together, because I want to show up for you in my full authenticity. It's really important for me to be, like I said, transparent, authentic with you, and be real about this spiritual journey. This ain't no punk. Like, this is not for the faint of heart, you know what I'm saying? And so if you are encountering some resistance, some contrast, some um, spiritual, emotional type experiences, right? It's I feel like normal. It is something that you will go through as you are, challenging belief structures that are in your subconscious. Memory space, and as well as your consciousness, and what's in your heart. You see what I'm saying? So that's a lot of powerful origins for things to come from. And they all need to be in alignment. And so that's a process sometimes, that's an experience sometimes, and it's always a journey. So I am going to throw some cards. I've got some new ideas that I've been knocking around too, as far as new video ideas. And so I'm looking forward to sharing those with you. We're coming upon the holidays again, so I am wishing you a warm and happy holiday season, and truly wishing and hoping that all is well. And look for me. I really enjoy connecting with you all in this way, and I will do my best to continue to, be healthy enough to bring you, my best, right, all the time. And I ask the same of you. I ask that you do whatever you can to make sure that you're at your best, to take care of yourself in the quads, the emotional health, spiritual, physical, and mental health. I encourage you to get, whatever help that you need. I hope that you, have the energy and the direction and the resources to get what you need, because it's really important to take care of you, right? And that is the epitome of self-love and self-care. And when you do that, things will fall into place for you in miraculous ways, I feel like. And test me on it, right? Try it and see for yourself. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed this interaction, right? Thank you for your precious time and your divine presence. Always remember to follow your intuition. Share Goddess Life with someone. You never know what people are going through behind closed doors, and this could really help someone. And like and save and subscribe wherever you're seeing this on. Do all the things, please. Do all the things, you know what I'm saying, so that I can get my message out there, so that I can get picked up by the algorithm. And yes, I have to work on being consistent, right? And comment, tell me stuff, you know what I'm saying, and just drop a purple heart and a butterfly, just to let me know that, you're with it, you're there, you're present with me. That will help me out a lot too. Always remember, love yields peaceful, harmonious energy. And until next time, Goddesses bless.